All right. Good day, everyone. My name is Demola Awoniyi, a process engineer for Redington, covering West Africa. And with me is Malo Titus, also a preset for Redington, covering East Africa. Today, we are going to discuss about Vim and in respect to cloud business, hosting business for Vim. So you as a partner, you have the privilege to become a service provider for Vim as per the cloud option they have. So this also create an opportunity for you as a partner to increase your productivity. So in the course of this webinar, again, we are not going to take much of your time, at least maximum of 50 minutes, I'm sure. Mr. Malo is going to be the major presenter today. I'm just here to do the introduction because he is the expert on this course. On this, about this webinar, you will definitely be automatically on mute on entry. And if you have any question, kindly use the Q and answer question and answer tab or a chat function. And this presentation is going to be recorded, and the recording will be shared with you after the presentation, after the class. And in case you now need a second level of engagement, Mr. Malo will be available to attend to anyone that required such. Okay, agenda for today, we're going to have the introduction, which is what I'm doing, and Mr. Malo is going to take us more further on the market opportunities and the challenges. What are the challenges people are looking at, or partners are saying that not really making them fit to be a service provider, especially for backup and recovery as a business. Then we're going to look at the solution overview of this very product and what exactly is new in their version 4. We have version 1, 2, 3, and we are now at 4. Then the licensing module, then question and answer thereafter. Next slide. Okay, I think I will hang up here, and Malo, over to you to take us through this course. Thank you so much, everyone.
Okay, thank you, Ademola. Thank you for the brief introduction. My name is Malo Titus. I handle the East African side. So the webinar that we are having today, it will be mainly focused on the VCSP part of it. That is the Vim service provider as a partner for Vim. So it will also focus on the Vim service provider console. That is the side of the service provider side, because it is mainly a webinar for our partners that we are having. So Vim is our #1 solution for backup as a service or DR as a service. And how does it provide that? It provided that through the console that is provided from the Vim side. So what Vim provide, what the console provides is that it's an effortless managed backups. So you are able to manage the backups that are running from the customer side through your environment. And how does Vim that? How does Vim do that? We'll discuss more how Vim does that. We'll talk about the need for backup as a service in the market. We'll talk about DR as a service in the market. And as much as we know, we'll talk about the integration that we have, different integrations that we have with Vim, with other third-party solutions that are out there. We'll also talk about what are the major growth, what are the numbers that Vim provides. So we'll talk about the numbers, such as most of our partners right now know that Vim was #1 on the Gartner chart, according to the latest release of this year. And also in the Net Promoter Score, Vim is on the lead, coming at 75 points, score of 75, coming ahead of companies such as Apple. So we'll jump right into the next part of this presentation. Okay, the market for managed services. The managed services, the ones you have talked about, are the DR as a service and backup as a service. So you'll find that we have, according to the research, is that the cloud infrastructure managed by or with value added managed by service providers. That is 62% of it is managed by a service provider from the other side. This is where Vim now came in and understood that we had a gap that needed to be covered. And mostly in Africa, where we have a number of customer environments that are unable to match or are unable to create an infrastructure that they can be able to manage themselves, either because of the funds that they have, that's the monetary to purchase or set up the infrastructure. And also, if you are looking at the number of personnel that are there, so that they can be able to manage the data that is being stored. Okay, we'll talk about challenges. What are the challenges that are there? Why is Vim or why does Vim had to venture into this space? What are the challenges that some of the partners or some of the customers are facing? So we were able to highlight a number of challenges that are in this region, and not only in African region, but also in the world as a whole. So some of the challenges that are there are the connectivity, the issue of connectivity. And this is the issue where you don't have a steady connectivity from the customer side to a DR side, or the customer side to the partner side infrastructure. So in connectivity, we are talking about may it be a steady connectivity, may it be a secure connectivity. That's where these are the challenges that were there before. These are the challenges that now Vim sought to see if they can be able to be able to solve. And also some of the other challenges that I had talked about was infrastructure. You'll find that some of the customers that we have, they usually don't have a big infrastructure. They usually don't have an infrastructure that can be able to match their need. That is in case of purchasing the correct hardware and or purchasing the correct software that can be able to host their infrastructure, not only their infrastructure as a primary site, but also the DR side of it. So this was part of the challenge also. And also the discovery and management. Discovery and management is more of a challenge when it comes to how does a customer know, how does a customer discover a certain workload that has been added in the environment? Are they able to discover it in time? Are they able to do automated rescans of their environment in case something else is added in the infrastructure? Is it able to be discovered automatically without human intervention or being added manually? Also, in terms of management, how do you manage different workloads that are in your environment? How do you manage them? Do you have a single platform that you can be able to manage data that is sitting on different infrastructure? That is, may it be on a physical infrastructure, may it be on virtualized infrastructure, or may it be on public cloud infrastructure? Are you able to manage that data in a single in a single place? Also, it came in another challenge is on billing. How are you able to bill your customers? How are you able to bill your customers? Are you able to bill your customers in a way that is efficient on your side? Do you get reminders? For example, do you get reminders if a certain billing is due? Those were some of the challenges that our partners were meeting. Also, the main big point is security, where security is playing a very big role if it comes to IT industry. So if it comes to security, how secure is the data that you are protecting? How secure is the data that the customer has? Is the data secure? Like, for example, from the customer side, is the data secure? Is the data does the data follow the correct security measures that have been provided out there? That is, may it be you're talking about encryption of the data. Does that data meet the security recommendations that have been provided? That is another that's another challenge that the customers have been meeting. And apart from just security on the data that is sitting on the customer side, is the data also secure during transfer to a DR site? And also on the DR site, is it secure? Is it really secure from, let us say, other insecurity challenges that are out there? So we'll also look at the use case of Vim and what Vim gives as a use case. Before I go to that, I'll also just mention about the market opportunity that BaaS, that is backup as a service, and RAS as a service. What are the opportunities that are out there? So some of the opportunities that you may get that you can be able to store data remotely to a DR site. And I'll talk when I'm continuing, I'll also mention some of the other opportunities and how they are relatable to a specific slide that I'm talking about, how they are relatable to a specific agenda that we have set out there. So you'll find also some of the opportunities that are out there. You'll find that, and these opportunities match the challenges that that I have already highlighted. You'll find that keeping your data in-house for the customer has become a very effective venture. For example, if you are a customer that is in Africa, a customer that tries to keep that data in-house, it is cost-effective compared to having it sitting on a public cloud or on a service provider side of it. So also, getting your data from your environment to a service provider side, that one helps you have to clear some time for the staff that you have given, so that the staff can actually concentrate on other aspects of the IT environment. Also, it helps it reduces that hardware and software cost that you may incur as a customer. So that's why there's a market opportunity out there for service providers. Another thing is that you get better management and also reporting. I talked about management as a challenge. I talked about management as a challenge for customers in this region and also on the other sides, other parts of the world. Also, you get improved service level services. This is apart from just keeping your data in-house and working on everything. Let us say a customer working on everything from their side, they are getting a service level agreement with the service provider. Those are the service providers that have been assigned by Vim. And also apart from that, you get support from Vim directly. So let's talk about this use case that I've highlighted on this slide. So you'll find that with the use case from the service provider side, you have the web-based customer onboarding, where you can be able to onboard the customers through a web interface. Apart from that, you can also be able to build them and license them from a single plane of web portal. That is from the service provider side. Also, you get a remote device discovery. So in case a customer adds a workload on their side, that workload can be able to be discovered remotely through the console that the service provider is meeting. It can be able to be discovered, it can be able to be monitored if it's added, and it can be able to be managed efficiently from the service provider side without having to go to add it manually or having to go to the customer's side for you to be able to add it. Also from the service provider side, you have a secure self-service customer access. So from this side, your access to the customer's infrastructure can be able to be guaranteed that it's secure. The connectivity from your side to the customer side can be able to be guaranteed secure. And what are the workloads that can be able to say, we talked about onboarding, billing, licensing, or discovery, monitoring, and management. What are the workloads that we are talking about when you're talking about that one? As a partner, as a service provider from the service provider console, which was we have version 4 that has been that is currently running. You can be able to discover virtual servers that are sitting on the customer side. You can be able to discover workstations, and also you can be able to discover physical workloads that are sitting on the customer's environment. And from there on, you can be able to protect them and monitor them with Vim. Okay. Vim Service Provider Console. What are the main points about Vim Service Provider Console that have been provided? Of course, the tool is free of service. It's free of charge. It's free for use. As long as you are an active service provider, you can be able to access the Vim Service Provider Console. It's free of service. So, what are the things that it's bringing on the table? Because we talked about the challenges. What are they that it's bringing on the table? You'll get that you have a simplified setup. Setting up a Vim Service Provider Console is a simple task, and this one can be able to be arranged so that from our end we can plan a POC where we can be able to show how you can be able to set up a Vim Service Provider Console. That one is done by free from our side. As the presets for this region, we can be able to set up a session where we'll show you how you can be able to set it up, and it's a simple procedure. You also get a remote monitoring and management console. I talked about that one, and this one helps in monitoring and management, where you have data that is sitting on variety of sources, on variety of infrastructures. You can be able to do that from the service provider. You get a licensing engine and usage reporting, where you can be able to do licensing. You can be able to send out licenses. You can be able to assign licenses to infrastructure that is sitting on the customer side. That is what this console provides you. You also get a usage reporting that can be able to be seen from the console. And from not only just a usage reporting from the console, of recent, for service providers, Vim has introduced Vim Pulse, where you can be able to process all your reporting. You can be able to do all your reporting online without having to download a physical PDF reporting that was initially there. You can be able to do everything. You can be able to do reporting in a manner that will be transparent from your end to Vim, to the Vim end. Also, you have the integration and automation. Integration, I said I'll talk about integration, where you have that Vim can be able to integrate, the console can be able to integrate with the infrastructure you have. May it be that you are using VMware vSphere for your environment. Vim Service Provider Console can be able to integrate with these different third-party solutions that you have. And also you get automated services from the console, such as I talked about. One of the main automation that I usually would like to mention is the gradual checking of a new workload that has been added on the customer side. Also, the automation in the side, where you can be able to get billing billing pop-ups, where it can be able to inform you that a billing is due, or a billing will be due in the next few days or weeks. These are some of the capabilities of the integration and automation part of Vim Service Provider Console. Also, if it comes to billing, you can be able to do your billing through the console or from your end. Then also, the Vim Service Provider Console provides the multi-tenant serviceability. So when you're talking about that one, is that from one console you can be able to provide services, and you can be able to monitor. You can be able to contact business with different customers in a multi environment, where from your side you can just check from a simple a single customer environment. You can be able to assign resources. May it be that you want to assign storage. May it be you want to assign process capabilities. May it be that you want to assign memory to it. You can be able to do it from the console. So these are the things that the Vim Service Provider Console provides. So what's new in V10? V10 comes with usage reporting, where you can be able to get that it integrates with Vim Pulse that has been introduced for Africa. And this is quite a very, 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 very helpful tool out there that every customer needs to look into and see how they can be able to use it, and how can every partner needs to look into it, look how they can be able to integrate it with the environment. This is talking about the new existing also the new that will be introduced. You get that you also have integration with ConnectWise Automate. Some of the partners that we have in this region have been using ConnectWise Automate, and this is a very very good tool if it comes to backup as a service and DR as a service. You can be able to, this new console can be able, this service provider console can be able to integrate with ConnectWise Automate. Also, this platform supports for V10 in a way that when a customer from the other side has products that are running on Vim version 10, you can get direct integration with this V10, and it supports all products that are running on V10. You also get a RESTful APIs interface that can be able to integrate with any for example, if a partner decide that they want to integrate with a third-party solution, or they want to create another solution in-house, they can be able to integrate to the new console with the APIs. Also, you get the reseller role inside the service provider. Okay, so what's a Vim service provider console? How does it look like? How does it look? What is the setup? How is the setup? How does the setup look like? What is there that is offered with the setup? So you'll find that service provider console, there's that setup that I have shown on this slide. You have the provider side and you have the client side. So from the provider side, you have the Vim Cloud Connect. This Vim Cloud Connect can be able to manage the agents that are running. You have the Vim Cloud Connect also that is running, managing the agents that are there. You get able to manage agents that are probably are protecting physical workloads. May it be you are protecting workstation, may it be you are protecting servers. Then from the client side, you may have solutions such as Vim backup and replication. You also have a management agent that is integrating to that Vim backup and replication that is sitting on the client side. That is for protection of virtual machine, and also protection of instances that are running on cloud, or also instances that are running on physical workloads. You also have agents. These are agents that have been installed on Windows. You also have a management agent that is deployed there from the other side. Then you have the TLC security transmission from the client side to the provider side, and also from the provider side, the client side. And also we have cloud gateways. These are the ones that are able to connect the client side and also provide the connection to the service provider side. So a Vim service provider, you'll have a server that is sitting on your side. You also have a web user interface. That is now you'll be able to see it as a console from your side. From that interface, now you can be able to assign you can be able to deploy licenses to a specific customer. You can be able to onboard a specific customer, give them a specific, provide them a specific size of resources that they may need from just one console, and from the the web user interface from the service provider side. So how is it licensing? So before I go to the licensing part of it, also of recent, Vim has been able to partner with third parties cloud offering companies such as AWS that has been there. But of recent, we had an onboarding of cloud service providers such as Wasabi, and which has been actually gaining a lot of popularity with some of our service provider, where you can be able to get data from the customer side and integrate it with Wasabi that offers cloud services, cloud storage services. And this has offered some of our service provider a major growth, not only in this region but outer regions. So this is a new thing that has provided it, considering that we have some of the challenges we have is that data has been growing data has been growing on a big has been growing with a big speed, has been growing on an accelerated speed. That's why our service providers have opted to have some of the data that is from the customer side sitting on public clouds. So that's why Vim sought to have this partnership between Vim and Wasabi, and this has been really helpful. So that one helps in data growing, also the criticality of the data that you may have, because considering we talked about the security of the data that is required, so that is offered by having to partner with also other public service public cloud storages that are out there. So how does licensing happens for our partners? How are you able to license? How is it licensed? How does Vim for service provider license? Okay, so you have these are the licenses that are available for a service provider. For every service provider that comes on board, I'll also mention a bit about how onboarding happens, and I'll also touch on other basis of service provider part of it. But this is how the licenses, what are the licenses that are available. And you'll find that the licenses that are available is that the moment you are onboarded as a service provider, you get a 30-day trial. That 30-day trial, you get a remote management and monitoring for Vim backup and replication. From that 30-day, also you get you can be able to monitor the agents for Microsoft Windows from the customer side. You can also be able to monitor report for Cloud Connect infrastructure. This is where your customers already have licenses that are running on Vim. So for you, you are just providing that connectivity, and you're also providing a DR on your end. So you get that Vim Cloud Connect. Vim Cloud Connect is a service that has been provided by Vim, where you get the connectivity from the customer side infrastructure that they already have Vim, and you push it to your environment in a secure manner and in a way that that is recommended by Vim. That helps in protecting your bandwidth, reducing your bandwidth usage. So this it's cloud host for Vim Cloud Connect for service providers paid. You also get with the 30-day trial. So apart from that, you also get there are licenses that fall under rental, and these rentals you can be able to get rentals without agents. So where you are able to you get the remote management and monitoring for Vim backup and replication. You get them, but you get the rental, but you don't have any agents. You can be able to monitor, you can be able to report for Cloud Connect infrastructure. Also, you get under this rental. And also, you can be able to get rentals with agents. This is where you rent the licenses, and then from your side, you also rent them. You rent the licenses on behalf of the customer, but you also get the agents that you can be able to rent. You can be able to run them on the customer's environment and get billed for it. So these are how the licenses are categorized. But for different solutions, we have different products under them. You can be able to reach out to either me or Ademola, and we can be able to provide you the number of products that are under Vim portfolio for service providers that fall under service provider portfolio. So what are Vim Service Provider Console? A free cloud management platform for service provider. So that is just generally what Vim provides. So before I can wrap it up and also just mention what it offers and everything, I'll also talk about the infrastructure that is covered, what we have, the solutions that are there. I'll mention a few solutions because I see we still have a lot of time. So in some of the products that we have protection of vSphere, we have protection of Hyper-V, and we also have protection for AHV VMs. This, and also not only that one, we also have protection of enterprise applications. And protection of enterprise application, we are talking about, may it be Office 365 protection. Vim offers protection for it. And for that, we have solutions such as Vim backup and replication and Vim availability for Nutanix, which I had mentioned here. We have Vim backup and replication, and we have Vim availability for Nutanix. That is what protects on virtualized environment. We also have protection for servers. Those are physical servers. We have protection for workstations, and also we have protection for public cloud workloads. And this we have a solution that protects them. We have Vim agents. With these Vim agents are the ones that are deployed on these servers, physical servers, and some are deployed on the workstations, and some are deployed on public cloud so that they can be able to protect the instances that are running there and push them to a service provider. And also I talked about, I mentioned Office 365 email, and also protection for SharePoint and OneDrive. For that one, we have a product called Vim Backup for Microsoft Office 365. And this one is licensed, the unit of licensing is per user. This is where initially for this region, considering that this is a solution that we have been selling in this region, you'll find some of the customers will try and ask the need of them backing up Office 365. And some of the reasons that we back up Office 365 is that because that data belongs to the customer, and the data needs to be protected against other third-party we can call them data loss. We can call third-party challenges such as data loss, may it be data loss, or may it be attacks from ransomware. So we need that protection of the data, just like any other data requires protection. For public clouds, we talked about instances, and also the database. We have protection of database, and you can be able to see that Vim has tried to integrate protection and has integrated backup for instances that are sitting on Azure and AWS. And this is something that Vim has been trying to improve day in, day out. Quarter after quarter, Vim has been trying to do this. So monitoring services for backup is done by a solution called VMWare, and VMWare is part of the Vim availability suite that I talked about, where you can be able to monitor the services, you can be able to monitor the backup that are sitting on the client side. Also, we have orchestration services that are offered by Vim Availability Orchestrator, where you can be able to have automated orchestration of the services from the customer side on rental basis. And also I talked about offsite backup and RAS, which is done by Vim Backup and Replication, and also the Vim Cloud Connect part of it. And also with remote monitoring, we have Vim Backup Service Provider Console that is helps in the monitoring of this data that is sitting on the customer side. Okay, I'll also just mention a bit about the Cloud Connect part of it, because in most cases it is sitting on the upper side of the chart that the diagram that I'm showing right now. And before I talk about the Vim Cloud Connect, I'll have to remind you that in case you have a question, you can use the Q&A section of it, and I will get back to you. My colleague Ademola will get back to you. They will be able to answer it. So just write your question there in case you have a question, you have a point to add on. Just write there, then we'll get back to you. For Cloud Connect, you can be able to see that you get a simple setup for hosted repository, where now you can be able to have a repository that is sitting on the service provider side. And this is transmitting data from the client side, that is the customer side, to the service provider side. So also Cloud Connect supports the multi-tenancy architecture that I talked about through the Vim Service Provider console. And also with Cloud Connect, you get the end-to-end encryption that I talked about. You get end-to-end encryption from a partner. You also have Cloud Connect that provides integration with VMware Cloud Director that you may have you as a service provider. And you'll find that many service providers are relying on VMware environment for providing DR as a service or backup as a service to their clients. So you'll get that Cloud Connect how Cloud Connect provides that integration, direct integration with VMware vCloud Director. Also, it provides the integration with backup, replication, and management tools. These are the tools that I talked about that are sitting on the client side. Vim Cloud Connect provides that integration to the tools that are sitting on the customer side. Also, you have the automated network extension appliances that are provided by Cloud Connect. Those are some of the what Cloud Connect can be able to provide. Vim Cloud Connect can be able to provide. So backup as a service use cases, the ones I talked about through what I'm showing you, Vim Service Provider console, and or Vim offer Vim services for backup and replication services. You can be able to see that you will be able to protect the infrastructure of your customer. You'll be able to offer offsite backup and DR services. That is the disaster recovery services. And also you have to you get that public cloud protection that is provided with numerous APIs that are provided. Okay. Interesting. So I'll go back to this one, to this slide that were there. So with this Vim Service Provider console, you'll find that it delivers more value. You'll be able to deliver more value. You as a partner, you'll be able to deliver more value to your customer through offering the Vim-powered managed backup services. And we talked about these services that Vim can be able to provide them. So you'll be able to provide more values. You as a partner that's offering DR as service, you as a partner that's offering backup as service, you'll be able to provide more with 24/7 support from Vim and other resources such as marketing that I'll touch on the marketing part of Vim that or that Vim offers and the marketing tools that Vim offers their service provider. Also, you can be able to increase your revenues. What do we mean by increasing your revenue? How does Vim give you an opportunity to increase your revenue as a partner? You'll find that as a partner, you have a chance not only selling Vim products. If you decide that you are selling them, then offering a DR service, that is added revenue on your side. And also that revenue offering being a service provider for Vim, you find that the revenue that is being offered is a recurring services. It's a recovering revenue where you can be able to get revenue on a recurrent basis. This is how Vim backup, how being a partner for Vim backup and for Vim service, being a VCSP or Vim service provider gives you an opportunity to increase your revenue. Also, you have an opportunity to differentiate your services from your competition. That means that from what I have discussed, what Vim offers you, what Vim gives you, you can be able to differentiate what you are offering with your competition that's already in the market. That is with powerful console tools, with powerful APIs that can be able to integrate with existing infrastructure that the customer has, with the powerful APIs that can be able to integrate with specific storages that that you may have, enterprise storages that you may have, or what the customer may have. That one gives you a differentiation from your competition. We have a lot of points that may fall under the three main points that I have highlighted here. We have a number of points that I can be able to mention. Okay, so how do you get started? To get started is very easy. Applying for a VCSP program is free of charge. You don't incur any cost. You just have to apply for VCSP. You'll get a free trial license. From the free trial licenses, now you can be able to be upgraded to the partnership, VCSP partnership, and now you can be able to be called a VCSP partner. Also, you get your provider console. I talked about it. It's a free tool that is out there for you to be able to manage backups for your customers. So the next thing is the next point that remains is just for you to start offering managed services today. So so what are the powers of partnering with Vim? I talked about the importance of partnering with Vim. And some of other benefits are partner benefits is that you'll get early product releases, which will be provided to you. You could also get the 24/7. I talked about that one while I was talking about the differentiation with your competition. You get 24/7 technical support from Vim side. You also get marketing resources, which I'll touch on the marketing resources that you get and the console that you require you as a customer, you as a partner. You also get joint business planning, where you can be able to plan marketing activities. You can be able to plan your businesses, and also get somebody from Vim side that is a partner management resource from Vim side, where they can be able to take you through in case you have any issue, in case there's a point that probably will take you to the next level. You'll get a manager from Vim side. So you also get special licensing, which means that these licenses are not like the reseller licenses. And these licenses, as the way I took you on different categories of licensing, it's in a very simple licensing model, and you can be able to be expanded. They can be able to expand it. You can be able to expand the usage. In case you increase your customer database, you can be able to expand it also. You also get bigger discounts for high usage partners, where you get different partnership level, and also now the more customers you get, the more usage you report, you also get bigger discount on it. So you don't have any other from whatever I have said. You only have to reach out to either us or the Vim team, and now you can be able to be onboarded as a Vim partner. And from there on, you get the sales and marketing teams that can be able to be supported on the sales part of it and the marketing part of it from Vim side. So before Q&A, I'll also talk about the steps of partnership. The step of partnership that are there is that when you are joining, when you are applying, you join a VIM service provider. You have to discover the program, understand the program, which I'm taking you through if you are not yet a partner. But in Africa, we have a number of partners, but also not only having a number of partners, we also have a big need. The way I have highlighted the need for service providers solution out there, we also have that market that we have a big market share that needs to be exploited if it comes to service provider side of it. So you just join the VIM, cloud and service provider program. Then from there you find an aggregator, which you can be able to do it online through the portal, and it's very easy. Then you sign a rental agreement. After that, you get the licenses, you get an offering that fits you. Then from there on, you start using on a free trial. You can use a free trial. Then from there on, after using on a free trial, you start reporting. Then you start building your VIM powered services, what you have. Then you continue with the reporting, the rental reporting. And now from there on, you just expand on your sales and marketing resources with the help of either us as a service provider, or with the help of either us as an aggregator, or VIM as a team from VIM side, with a partner manager that will be given of you. So with the console, you get remote monitoring and management, license and usage reporting engine. You get integration with ConnectWise, which I talked, and also billing. So from there on, what remains is just for you to reach out to us, show interest, join the VIM service provider program, and from there on you can start offering that. I also mentioned that I'll talk about the marketing part of it, where VIM gives you a marketing portal. From the marketing portal, you can be able to launch some of the services, such as email marketing. You can be able to monitor. You can be able to monitor your customers. You can be able to monitor. You can be able to monitor and engage the customers that are probably are engaging you on mails. Also, you can be able to get prospect customers from the console, the marketing console. So that is it for today. And if you have any question, you can be able to answer. My colleague Demola can be able to answer in the console panel. So anybody with a question?
All right, thank you.
Thank you everyone for joining. Thank you everyone for joining this session. In case you have any question, you can always reach out to either me, Malo, or you can always reach out to Ademola. In case you have any question, in case you have anything to add on, in case you need any clarification that you need for the region, you can always reach out to us. Thank you for